In today's video, I'm going to be playing the Double Evolution Tournament, going all the way from 0 to 15 wins, which unlocks you all the rewards, and I'm using the Evolved Royal Recruits and the Evolved Archers inside of this Goblin Giant deck. It is performing really well inside of the tournament. I believe it is actually the top ranked deck according to stats and Royal API. It's what many people are using and having success with in the tournament, and in my opinion, guys, this is a very good tournament to play in and practice how 2 evolutions is going to be, which is why I'm doing a full walkthrough playing, well, at least 15 games with it, because we're going to 15 wins, because there's a decent chance we might see this come to ladder. So I would advise you guys to play this Royal Tournament and really understand kind of the concept of 2 evolutions, because it does make things a little different with, you have to remember 2 evolutions now instead of just 1, and that's not only having to remember your opponent's cycle, but also realizing how to manage yours well the best you can. So these are all going to become things to potentially consider on ladder as well. So this guy went for the arrows here. It's kind of making me think he might be running a balloon cycle deck, because we see him have the bomb tower. We see that he's got the evolved archers as well as the Evolved Knight, so those are the 2 he's choosing to use. I will say the Evolved Archers and the Evolved Knight, pretty good combination as well. I would say probably with Loon Cycle, that's a good option for the tournament, but I think this is probably just a little better, because honestly, guys, the Goblin Giant is so good right now that I kind of consider it like a 3rd evolution. It's just pretty crazy. So I'm going to go in here. We got the Evolved Recruits with the Gob Giant, and this might be kind of annoying for him to deal with. I think I'm actually going to go Gobs here. And yeah, look at that. He's giving the Princess Yawn. He knows he's pretty much screwed. But yeah, this deck is really great for the tournament. I think it'll also be really good on ladder too, if there ends up being 2 evolutions added to ladder. That's, I guess, going under the assumption that the Gob Giant isn't nerfed, but it likely might get one. I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, I guess it depends on when it comes to ladder, if it does. So only time will tell, because they're supposedly just testing it. So we'll see if this guy can make a comeback. I kind of doubt it, but let's not try to get too cocky or anything, because we don't want to throw. But honestly, guys, it's looking more and more like we should have this wrapped up. The Evo Archers are so good against air, such as the Balloon, and then we also have the Little Prince as well. And I forgot if I already said this at the beginning, but even if you don't have any of these cards unlocked, you can use them all inside of this tournament mode. It's the same with Grand Challenges. Even when you don't have certain cards unlocked, you can use them. Same with the Royal Tournament. So that's a nice, easy 3 crown to start things off here. Still have a lot of games to go. Like I said, wanted to do a bunch of games, so you guys can really get a feel for how this works and learn how it does. So I do hope you guys appreciate a longer video, because I know some of you guys do. A lot of you guys really enjoyed when I did the 20 win challenge, going all the way from 0 to 20 wins. A lot of you guys really like it when I play those grand challenges, going to 0 to 12 wins. So that's what I decided to do today inside of this tournament. We're going to wait a little bit to play the recruits. I intentionally did that, even though I was leaking elixir, because this way it means his recruits cross, the bridge, and my tower actually helps out against them, which is very important, I would say. I mean, that gives us the counter push instead of him or them just battling it out. So I'm actually going to Gob Giant here. It seems a little aggressive, but he just used a poison and a log, and we still have one of the recruits alive for a counter push. So it's a pretty nice counter push, and as you can see, sure enough, we end up doing a decent amount of damage, and on top of that, we forced a lot of elixir out of him as well. So that was a pretty successful push. I would say a nice way to start things off over here. Now, we are going to have to be a little cautious about his evolved skeletons. We're going to have to make sure that we have our rage saved for those, because Fireball's not going to be a suitable counter to those. That's why there's probably... Evolved skeletons are probably part of the reason why there's a lot of people in this meta running both rage and arrows, or snowball and arrows. So we're going to go for the recruits here as well. Once again, I waited a tiny bit just because I ideally want his to cross the bridge, so that way mine stay alive for the counter push, and it's literally going to be the exact same thing happening again, just because I decided to wait a little bit. So that's kind of a nice little tip, probably because in this tournament too, you guys are going to face a lot of people running, I don't know if they're going to multiply or not. I think the Little Prince should have it. Yeah, that's fine. So we're actually going to go Evo Archers here at the bridge. It's a little aggressive, but honestly, I don't know what he's got for it. I'm going to go Rage as well. Yeah, and look at that. That was like an amazing play. I knew it was going to be a good play, but I perhaps didn't realize I was going to get as much damage as that. The reason why that works so well is because he used his log, and I knew that his log was probably his best counter to the evolved archers, especially with his recruits. Well, him not having a elixir to play the recruits. I guess that's the best way to say it. He didn't have elixir to play the recruits, which would have really been the only way for him to counter them besides the log. Because, you know, the other cards in his deck is like poison, and that's, oh well, now we see the Inferno, and that's not gonna do much against the Evo Archers. So yeah, it ended up being a really good play. Sometimes the Evo Archers, you can do that. You can just play them at the bridge if you know your opponent doesn't have the correct cards in cycle, or they're low in elixir, and in my case too, there was a Fisherman supporting it as well, so it was just the perfect timing, and it worked out beautifully. So this likely is just gonna be GG here. Another, you know, pretty easy win. Honestly, probably a pretty solid matchup as well, just because his Inferno is pretty much completely useless against the recruits. I mean, it would have been okay against the Gob Giant, but for whatever reason, he decided not to use it against it. Probably because when I played it, I guess maybe he couldn't afford it or something like that. But yeah, nonetheless, there we go. We are going to be 2-0. Already a really nice start over here. So let's see. We do have recruits in our starting hand. Well, that's just going to be a nice and easy king activation for us. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Get that nice and easy activation. And then I'm tempted to do this. It's a little aggressive, but I'm going to split goblins in the back. And then I'm just going to go recruits at the bridge because it's going to force a lot of elixir out of him. And yeah, I mean, he did just go hog, and we're getting the fisherman with the counter push as well. So even if he defends this, I feel like it's a decent play. And sure enough, we're going to get some damage already too. So I think that was a really good play. I don't think it was something that was super risky or anything. I would like to, yeah, I kind of want to get the king activated, even though I know that that hog is going to get some, oh, wait, I'm really dumb. Okay, I had a little bit of an oopsie there, guys, I'm not going to lie. I forgot that, I don't know what I was doing, or what I was thinking. I'm going to go Fisherman. I don't know if he, does he have Mighty Miner or something, maybe? Oh, wow, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Let's go Gobs to distract that. Okay, that was very interesting. That worked out very well. I was expecting him to have Mighty Miner, but yeah, either way it wouldn't have mattered because, yeah, he decided to, if he had Mighty Miner, he would have played it on the Fisherman probably, and then I could have just done the same thing where I went Goblins distracted. So, tower down, and yeah, as you guys can probably tell, this deck is really, really OP, which is why it's, in my opinion, the best deck for this tournament, and it's pretty easy to play as well. So, highly, highly recommend it. So, we have our Evolve Recruits next. He's going to have the Evolved Skellies, so we do really got to watch out against that. That's where things can get a little bit chaotic, or there could be a potential choke if I'm not careful. So, let's be mindful about those. See how he wants to respond to these Evo Recruits. I think I'm just going to Fireball that Firecracker. He didn't get to the Evolve version yet. And we'll go Gob Giant. What's really broken is if you have, like, imagine having Evolved Recruits and Evo Archers down at the same time. That would just be disgusting, in my opinion. Oh, man. I don't know. Would that just break the game? I'm not sure. That would just be... Oh, that's exactly why this mode is just so, like, just crazy, honestly. I don't even know... Okay, it is going to get a shot, but that doesn't really matter that much because he still has to... Like, he still has to firewall the tower or play another hog, which is going to put him at a massive elixir disadvantage, and then defending this at the same time, I feel like it's pretty much, yeah, possible. So, that's going to be game. I don't even know what this matchup was. I don't even know if it's one that's really easy, because the bottom tower is pretty valuable for him, but, well, I think with him having Mini P.E.K.K.A., it's definitely probably a good matchup for me. Maybe if he had Mighty Miner, it would have been a lot harder, just because I feel like the Mighty Miner is a lot better against the Gob Giant. I don't know, though, but nice dub regardless. So, we got Gob Giant, we got Goblins. I guess we could probably just go Goblins at the bridge to start things off here, and he's going to go for a Knight. So, Evolved Knight, we already know that's one of his Evos, and maybe he's got Archers, or I guess we'll see. He's got Cage. Okay, I'm just going to go Recruits. I mean, it's a lot of elixir we're spending, but I think that, you know, it's fine, especially because he just played a Cage, so he's going to go for the Recruits as well. And he goes Bar Barrel. Okay, that Bar Barrel felt kind of a little bit unnecessary because now he's not going to have as much elixir to support these recruits, so that's actually very good for me that he did decide to do that. Let's just go gobs here, and from there, see what he wants to do. He's gonna go Mother Witch. Okay, I was not expecting him to do that. Let's probably just chill. I don't think I want to use the ability, because I'd rather save the elixir to cycle my archers again, and then I actually want to go for the Evo recruits here. And he's probably going to do the same, but that's okay. Oh, no, he didn't. So, I don't know. Is he going to be able to afford them? Maybe he'll play them as soon as he can? I think he... Yeah, he is going to. Okay, that was pretty well played on his end. I gotta give him credit. I kind of probably screwed up a little bit. Let's just do this. Go gobs. I think we should be chilling. On defense, at least. Yeah, not the best start. I'm not too worried, though. I'm fairly confident we can come back. I mean, of course we might lose, but... You know, we know what his deck is now. We have a better understanding of it. And we do actually have our Evo Archers, so let's try to go in here. See what we can do with those. And... Ooh, he kind of messed up his... Well, the delivery didn't hit the Evolved Archers, which he probably would have preferred to hit over the... That kind of sucks, though, not gonna lie. Let's just go Goblins over here. I feel like that's a lot better than... Ooh, that kind of... Oof, this is a little rough. He's got the arrows, which we see. Dang. This is not looking too good, I have to say. This is not going too well. It's not over yet, but let's see what we can do here. So he does go for his recruits in the back. I'm going to do the same. I'm glad I waited, because now I'm going to have a counter push with them. And, honestly, I really want to get rid of that Mother Witch, but I feel like I have to focus a little bit on... No, I definitely am glad I saved my Fireball. I had to do that. Oh, we're fine. I feel like he overcommitted. I think he might have messed up. Let's see. Let's actually go in here. Pop that ability. I think we got him. Oh, wait. I gotta make sure I get something down. But I think we're okay as long as I defend. Yeah, we're fine. Good stuff. I don't think that was super easy. I don't think it was really hard at the same time, but I think... I don't know. I don't know, actually. Maybe we just kind of had a bit of a rocky start, but either way, we bounced back, so I'm glad we got the win. So we are almost a third of the way through what the goal is of the video, 15 wins. Maybe if this video does really well, I'll do a video trying to go to the top 50. Like, I'll do a second video on this tournament if it does very well. I guess I'll have to see how hype it is, you know? How you guys like the Double Evolution tournament. If you guys, I don't know, this video doesn't get a lot of support or people don't really care that much, then this will probably be the only one I do on it. Or maybe I'll stream it, but won't do another video on it. We'll see. Streaming it could be fun. Maybe I'll stream it tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so he did decide to go for a Firecracker next to Sparky. I'm going to go Gobs just in case he wants to zap the Fisherman or something. And there we go. So, ooh, 2 Mother Witches in a row. That's just going to... Alright, we're going to rage that. That was kind of a bad sequence there from him. The Mother Witch and Skarmy didn't get much value. I'm actually going to go Gob Giant at the bridge because he doesn't have enough for Sparky, and this will tell me if he has another... Okay, he does have another, like, fairly high DPS card. I was wondering if he had maybe a mini P.E.K.K.A, and I was completely fine with that happening. You know, I kind of was curious to like, see what he had. It's sometimes fine to test that when you know you're up Elixir, or you know they have one good counter out of hand. So we're just going to go for a Fisherman here to get the King Tower activated. And we're looking pretty good against Jesse Pinkman here from Breaking Bad. If you know, you know. It's a pretty popular show, so a lot of you guys probably do. We're going to go for Little Prince here. And maybe we want to go Recruits just so our next one is evolved. I mean, likely... Kind of a tip, like, Recruits you don't want to play super often when you're against Sparky. You want to be pretty, like, cautious when you do use it, but... Alright, really nice rage over there. We didn't end up missing... Let's actually just go for the archers. I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah, nice. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that one of them will snipe, too. Alright, sweet. That's just going to... Yeah, this is very good. That might even... Yeah, actually, that Ewiz did pretty decent, gotta say. Alright, so we're going to get a Evo Recruits going here. He is gonna go for his giant skelly. This is a little annoying potentially, but oh yeah, that Evo. Oh, nice. There we go. Evolve Recruits doing their thing. Evolve Recruits charging, doing what they do best. Good stuff. Let's just go gobs on the Ewiz, and we're gonna fireball that, and that is gonna be GG. Good stuff. Nice win. We had really solid defense throughout the match. Things didn't even get really that close. To be fair, though, he didn't even really have that good of a win condition. Also, is this guy only using one evolution? Because didn't he only have the Evolve Firecracker? So for whatever reason, I don't know why, but he opted to, I don't know, just have one evolution. Maybe he forgot to have the other, but I'm not complaining. That just makes things a little easier for us, so I'll take it. We do have the evolved archers in our starting hand. I think we can just go ahead and place those to start things off here. He's going to do the same, so I see he's a man of culture as well. We could probably just go ahead and split the goblins at this point. And now we have the recruits ready to go. I'm just going to recruits now. Let's just go for it. Tombstone. So if he's using E-Giant, this should probably be maybe an okay matchup, because the recruits do pretty good against E-Giant, but then again, the bowler does good against the recruits, so if he does have that, that could be a little bit obnoxious. Just wanted to rage that, just because I was coming full on Elixir, but it probably would have been better to wait a little bit, but I guess it's alright. I hope he can't afford an E-Giant in front of that bowler, because if he goes E-Giant in front of that, that might be a bit of a problem, I'm not going to lie. Okay, yeah, good. He couldn't. I had a feeling. I'm going to try to get the king activated here. He might NATO it. Yeah, actually he did, so well played on his end. Okay, that was really good. I'm going to go gobs. Depending on what happens here, we might... Yeah, that's actually very good. Wow. Yeah, that's really, really good. Because even though we didn't... You know what I'm thinking of doing, guys? This might be crazy, but his bowler's out of cycle. I'm thinking of going recruits, Evo Archers. Let's do my no hands thing and see what happens. I'm feeling like it could be a play. It worked. Let me do this. Fisherman here. He's probably going to play something. Yeah, he went. Yeah, that was a nice prediction. I did him dirty, bro. I feel bad. I feel bad. Oh, man. That was nasty, the no hands thing. That's got to be my, I think that's like the maybe the third or fourth time I've done that in a video. I got to make that my signature move. Disrespectful move. Oh gosh, man. That is, I don't know. It's pretty fun. Okay, anyway. I think, we're chilling. Maybe we could even take both towers. Just add even more disrespect. Oh, baby. There we go. Well, there you guys have it. Evo Recruits, Evo Archers, just back to back, man. Whew. That is nasty, nasty stuff over there. Brutal. Brutal. Alright, I'm sorry. Let's just chill a bit with the cringiness. Okay, so 6-0 now. We're making good progress. Good progress. Don't know how long it'll be. 15 wins. It might be about an hour. I'm here for it, though. Alright, we'll go gobs at the bridge. He just goes XE. This is a bit awkward. I have to fisherman, so if he's got a hog, this might be a little annoying. We're gonna have to archers over here because I don't want the fisherman, or excuse me, the executioner to hit them. That would be a little bit annoying. Okay, so he's got executioner. He has, yeah, this is probably either balloon or hog for sure. Like, I'm pretty positive it's either balloon or hog. Just did that emote. Okay, we're gonna fireball. I'm gonna purposely not hit the tower. I want to hit the cannon because the cannon's a pretty good counter to the recruits. So That's just going to make him have to, yeah, commit more Elixir now. Oh, he went Barbaro. I'm going to go Gobs, and what I want him to do is ideally... Nah, actually, whatever. That's fine. I would really like to get the King activated, though, if possible. I think that... Nice, nice. Really good King activation over there. So, his 2 evolutions are the Knight and the Firecracker. So that's good to remember. And he just used the Knight there. Kind of wasting it, in my opinion, because I don't even really think that he... Ooh, that is very good. Retargeted. If it killed it right then and there, I probably would have won, to be honest, because I would have just gone recruits in front. But either way, that's very good that that happened. Let's just go recruits in the back. I think we're... I don't know how much we're up, but I think we're up a little bit, so we'll see. He's not playing anything for a while. Wow, that was a little more than I thought. I think we could probably go in here. Like, I'm just going to go Gob Giant. And then if he... Yeah, I would just go Goblins because he went Barbarrel. And I don't know if he's going to be able to defend this, honestly. This might actually just be game. Yeah, the cannon just got melted. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, boy. Wow. Yeah, this is... Woo! That is a nasty push we just inflicted. Wow, yeah, that is kind of brutal, not gonna lie. That is brutal stuff for him. That might just straight up be a 3 crown. Oh my. Sorry, Milo, had to do it to you. Woo! That was kind of nasty. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure your 2 evolution deck has good synergy. I felt like his deck didn't have the greatest synergy. It just kind of felt like 2 evos randomly, like, thrown in or whatever. Anyway, we can just split our archers here right off the bat, and then I could even go recruits in front of them, depending on what he wants to do. And yeah, I'm going to do that, because even though, you know, the Hog is still going to get a shot, this is, like, just such a big counter push to the point that it's just well worth it. And he is going to have the Evolved Firecracker. I noticed a lot of people are using the Evolved Firecracker. I think it's interesting, because I personally think... And maybe this is a good reason why you guys are watching this video, because maybe if you guys didn't watch this video, you would have thought that the Evolved Firecracker is a pretty good evolution for this tournament. But in my opinion, it's one of actually the worst evolutions in the game right now. Now, that's not to say, like, of course you can use it if you want, and it's going to be decent in Hog, but I just feel like things like the Evo Recruits, Evo Knight, and honestly right now, even like the Evo Bats are debatably better than it. I just feel like it's not really the best option. Oh, and then the Evo Archers, of course. Like, I feel like Evo Archers, Evo Recruits, Evo Knight, without a doubt, are better than the Firecracker, and then the Bats are kind of debatable. And then even the Evo Barbs might be better than the Evolved Firecracker, but surprisingly, we haven't played against anyone, I believe, yet running the Evolved Barbs. But that's why you have the Fireball in this deck, because the Lightning would make it too expensive, and the Fireball is going to take out the Evolved Firecrackers, the Evolved Archers, and all that good stuff. So it's really nice to have the Fireball in this variation, because you don't want to be running Lightning Recruits. That's just... That is way too much, let me tell you. Way, way too much. So, he's going to go Barbarrel. I'm actually going to pop the ability here, and then I'm going to go for my Evo Archers. And I don't know how he's going to defend this, truly. Like, yeah, he's not going to defend that. So this is looking like just another easy dub over here. Easy dub after easy dub. If you don't, you know, if you still haven't decided that this deck is a good deck for the tournament, I don't know what game you're watching. It's probably not Clash Royale. Because if you've been watching this, this is domination after domination, pretty much every single match. But, like I said, the Gob Giant is basically an Evo. It's like an unofficial Evo with how good it is. And I just think it synergizes so well with the Evos, too. That's the other thing. Alright, I'm going to Fireball that. Boop. And I missed the Fireball. Lovely. I missed the Fireball. Maybe I got a little too cocky. Honestly, I deserve that. That humbled me a bit. Yeah, honestly, guys, I'm glad that happened. That humbled me. I needed that. Because I was getting, like, just way too... Just, I don't know. I don't know. I was getting way too cocky. But we got it. It's a little bit of time wasted, but we still won. So I guess in the end, Not really that big of a deal. All we got to do is cycle back to another Fireball, and that is a GG. There we go. Hog is just not that difficult when you have the Fisherman. And then also the Evolved Archers, I feel like, help just tremendously the whole match whenever you have them down. 8-0, so we are over halfway officially towards our goal. We got the Goblins in our starting hand, we got the Fisherman, and Little Prince. Guess we'll have at it with the Little Prince for now. And then we could probably go ahead and just split our archers. I think that probably works. He's going to go for his archers as well, so I guess he has the Evolved Knight and the Evolved Archers. He already revealed both of those as his evolutions, so no surprises. And we just have to play our recruits to have those, and he's got the Skelly Drag, so I'm probably leaning towards him having the Balloon, because he has the... I don't know, I mean, the Skelly Drags pair well with Balloon. It could also be Mortar, because he's got Miner. It's definitely either... Like, if I had to put money on it, it's Balloon or Mortar. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be one of those two things, probably. For the sake of it possibly being Balloon, I definitely don't want to cycle my Fireball on that Knight and Archer, even though it's tempting, because I will likely need it for defense if he is using a Balloon. So, he is, in fact, using Balloon. I'm not going to Fireball, though. I'm going to use Gob Giant Little Prince, and that's going to be more than enough. Really bad Miner, mostly because that was very aggressive, and it was kind of the wrong time to be aggressive, especially because we're only in single elixir. So as a result, we're going to get loads of damage on top of his tower, and we could even probably use the Little Prince ability here as well, just to protect the Little Prince and just make things more annoying for him. And as you can see, that Guardian is going to get quite a lot of chip damage on top of the tower. And just like that, already a really good start. And on top of that, his Evolved Knight is out of rotation because he just had to use it on defense. So a lot of good things going our way right now. And this is probably already looking like, at this point, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, obviously, but it would be pretty difficult for him to come back in this position. Because I have the Fireball and Cycle for his Evo Archers. I have my own set of Evo Archers he has to deal with. So I don't really know what he's going to do. I guess we'll see what his game plan is. So he's going to arrow that. That's not going to kill them, though. Which is why if you're running arrows, you really want to have a Rage with them or another spell, because they just aren't enough. They don't kill the Evolved Firecracker, and they don't kill the Evolved Archers. So your arrows are practically pointless against those, which is why, like I said, you want to be carrying a Zap with it, a Snowball, Rage, something like that. Another small spell. With this deck, though, you got the Fireball. Fireball's going to take out the Evo Archers and the Cracker. It's a -1 trade, but oftentimes you're going to be able to hit the tower with it or other things. So what more could you want? And also, not to mention, you know, like, a -1 trade against an evolution is really not that bad at all when you think about it like that, too. Because if the evolution stays on the board for dozens of seconds, or the longer it stays on the board, the more value it's getting. So it's like one elixir to prevent all that potential value. If you ask me, it's kind of a no-brainer just to do the, you know, the overcommit with one elixir. Anyway, we have the Evo recruits, the Little Prince, the Fisherman, so we could literally just go... Okay, I'm just going to go recruits first play, especially because he did decide to just go for a Firecracker in the back, and let me see if actually... Okay, that's completely fine. We didn't activate the... Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care that much. We didn't activate, but it's okay. And he messed up his defense already, so this is already... Yeah, that's quite a start, I would say. Yeah. I mean, what can I say? He's even calling a good game. This deck is broken, man. Broken stuff. Like, I promise, like, if you use this deck, you're... Thank me later. That's all I gotta say if you use this deck. Okay, here's the game plan. I'm gonna go Gob Giant in the back, because if he hogs, I can just activate with the Fisherman. So it, like, literally doesn't even matter. And that's right on time. Ice Spirit goes to complete waste, so... That's a Free King activation, and now he has a Gob Giant he's got to deal with. I don't know if he's got a Bomb Tower, maybe, or a Tesla, okay. So Tesla's actually... You know what? I don't even think I'm going to Fireball that. I think I'm just going to go Evo Recruits. I think it's better. Oh, yeah, especially if he's going to do that. Well, I think we just won, because he literally just played a hog into... There we go. He's emoting. He knows too. That's a quick and easy 3 crown. Wow. We're just cruising along here. We are already 10-0. So let's try to keep it up. I'd love to go 15-0. That would be pretty cool. This guy does have a classic challenge win, so potentially a little bit of competition here, potentially. Maybe getting a little scared. I don't know. Classic challenges are no joke. I mean, look. Grand challenges are harder, but you guys got to remember, it's probably something like 95% of people who play this game can't win a classic challenge. I even want to say it's probably more like 97, 98%. Because I think only like 1 in 1,000 people that play this game can win a grand challenge. Might even be more like 1 in 10,000. I don't even know. Anyway, let's just go for a little prince here. We see that he does have the bowler. I'm going to try to get the king activated. He might go for like a NATO or prevent it. Oh, we actually do get that activated, so that is very, very solid for us, of course. We're going to get a Gob Giant going here, and then we're going to go Archers to take out his baby dragon. And then... I don't know if he's going to use the ability, but in my opinion, if he does... That's not a bad ability, I suppose. We're probably just going to go Goblins on top of that. Hopefully he doesn't, like, go for, like, a... Like, if he went for a prediction log, that would have actually been, like, really annoying. So he has the recruits and the archers, like I do. Smart man, because in my opinion, it's the best combination for this tournament. And I think this might actually be the first person you... Sparky's annoying, let me tell you. Sparky's annoying for... Dark recruits. I don't know how I feel about that bowler, though. Yeah, I don't know how I felt about that bowler. He went for a bowler just to tank for a Sparky, which I don't think is worth, if you ask me. I really don't think that's worth. So we're actually in a really good position right now. He's going to go Baby Drag. I was actually thinking he was going to go Sparky, but actually he probably wasn't back in cycle to it yet, now that I think about it. I'm just going to Fireball that. It's just annoying, man, okay? It's just annoying. Oh, that was a misclick. I didn't mean to do that. I guess it's... Actually, it's okay. It's okay. I didn't mean to do that, but that's actually completely fine. What was I trying to do? Or, like, what did I mean to do? I don't even remember. It wasn't that, though. Wow, this guy's got a... This guy's deck is so expensive. Gob Giant's very good in this, don't get me wrong, but I don't think when you have Bowler in it also... See, that's too much. It's already, like, expensive what I have, having the, Wait to play it. I have the Recruits Gob and Gob Giant. He's got the Recruits Gob Giant, but he's also got the Sparky and the Bowler. That's kind of what makes the cost a bit too much. And with that, that is probably GG, because he just wasted literally 10 Elixir. Not only did he waste a Sparky, he just wasted a Baby Drag as well. We're going to get opposite lane pressure. Rage that up, no hands, and that is GG. Don't need to do anything else. Don't need to do anything else. That's over. I'm not playing another card. That's it. That's it. That's it. GG. Good stuff. 4 more to go to reach our goal. Cruising along here. I'm having fun, though. You know, I don't want them to add this to ladder, but for Royal Tournament, man, I'm all for it. This is fun, you know? I don't mind this. Let me know what you guys think. I really don't mind this, though. It's a fun switch up. You know what I'm saying? So he's got the Bowler. Bowler in the Knight, eh? Tell you what, maybe we could go in here, just, you know, Gob Giant in the right. Because what we could actually do is get the King activated against the Bowler, depending on what he does. Try to get the most valuable rage we can here, hitting the little prince as well. Oh wow, his ability didn't even... Okay, so we already... This is an amazing start, because not only did we get chip damage, he just used his NATO. So now he can't NATO the fisherman away from the bowler, which means we're guaranteed this king activation, which you just saw. So, amazing start. Mostly because of the king activation. The king activation is so critical against E-Giant. I feel like if you don't get the king activated, the matchup is quite challenging when you're running Gob Giant, but when you do get that king activated, it just makes things significantly easier, so you definitely want to get that king activation, if all possible. So he's going to go for the bowler. We're going to go Little Prince like this, just because it's going to be able to snipe it. And let's see, I'm actually quite curious how this plays out. So, I'm trying to remember what his other... It was the Evo Archers. Okay, he goes for his Little Prince. And he uses the ability as well. Besides that start, he's played pretty well so far. He hasn't made any mistakes where I could kind of go in and punish him. So we're just kind of going to chill. We're going to try to get to our... Okay, that forced a NATO out of him, so that's really good. We're just going to try to get to our Evolved Archers, obviously, because that's going to help us a lot. And then maybe we want to get to, like, our... I don't know. What is going on right now? We're both just kind of cycling things. Maybe we go for our Evolved Archers here in the middle. And he is going to go for the Evo Knight, so... Alright, he NATO'd that. Oh, but look at the... That's a fireball. Little P on the tower as well. And that is a lot of damage. Holy cow. That is a lot of damage we just got right there. I'm just going to go Gobs. And then we're going to go Royal Recruits. I don't know if he's going to use the ability. No, he doesn't even use it. Let's see if I could get the Fisherman to pull that Bowler. Did that lock on? No, it didn't. Oh, either way, it doesn't matter. Look at the right. Boom. GG. Bro, every game is a free win with this deck, I'm telling y'all. I mean, obviously, we're not, like, high up there, like, in the top, like, 50 or anything yet. But, it's, keep in mind, it's the first day of the tournament, so I'm still, and I have a few counts I can play it on. Like, I have my main, and this is my mini, and then I got a couple other minis. So, sometimes, you know, I lose early on, right? Like, my first run, I might lose even before 10 wins, or sometimes it could even happen even if it's not the first day, because that happens, you know, might be playing bad or a rough matchup, but we're really, like, every match has been really clean so far. We haven't even really had a game that has been that close, and a large part of it is definitely because of the deck, let me tell you, because I don't even think we've had a mirror match yet. Watch this be a mirror match. No, it's not. I was going to say, like, watch me, like, say that, and now this is going to be a mirror match. That'd be kind of crazy. So, he's got a... I think I'm... Yeah, I don't actually know if I should have done that, but I was... The problem was I was full on Elixir, so I kind of just wanted to play something, you know, but... Okay, so he's got the Recruits and the Evolved Archers, so it's not the same deck, but he does have the same evolution choice, which I think is a smart choice. Depending on the rest of the cards he has in his deck, though, of course, which I don't know, because he has a mini P.E.K.K.A., so I'm a little bit thrown off. I'm not going to deny that. So his next set of... Is that a good Fireball? I actually think it is, because... I think I'm going to Rage this as well, so my Little Prince doesn't get damaged. I'm not going to use the ability this time. And I'm glad I didn't, because he just went mini P.E.K.K.A. Let's actually just cycle our Archers, because now we're going to have them evolved, which is very good, because the next time he plays them, he's going to have them evolved as well, so it's really good to try to keep up with your opponent's evolution cycle when you can, so you don't get completely just screwed over when they play it, and it's like you don't have it in cycle type of thing. So we're going to go Gobs here. Let's see how he wants to respond to those. He's just going to Rage. Honestly, at this point, I want to wait. I don't really want to cycle my Fisherman, because depending on what his win condition is, that could actually screw me over. So I just wanted to leak a tiny bit, just for his to move up a little bit. I do really like to do that when possible, because I do really think it just... Okay, so yeah, he is using the Gob Giant. So he actually is using a very Okay, that's completely fine that he did that, because now my Evo Archers are just getting a ton of value. And even though he did a lot of damage there, I feel like this is pretty decent, at least because we have the Evo Archer still alive still, and they're just going to be so annoying for him, I'm telling you. We just want to get that mini P.E.K.K.A the heck away, though, from that Gob Giant. And just like that, we do get a good chunk of the damage back, so that is pretty decent, I would say. However, we do gotta... Okay, nice, he did just use his Fireball on that, so I'm glad. Okay. Alright, that's decent. Decent. Yeah, that's all really good. Okay, that's really decent. Can't complain with how any of that went. I think those recruits were not that good. We can actually just go for our own now. And now we're just one away from our... Okay, that Fireball was really bad as well. I feel like he's getting a little bit desperate for damage at this point. And he just cycled the Evo Archers in the other lane, so... This is looking pretty decent for us, although it might have not been the best idea to go in there because those Archers are going to turn around and help out. No, only actually one of them did. So that ain't bad, but still, that's kind of annoying that it did turn around and help out. Okay, he just fired perfect. Yeah, we're actually fine. I feel like we're completely fine. Well, it's a very tight game right now, I guess you could say. It's very close. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Okay, hold on. Dude, let me see. We can do this, and then let's get recruits going here. Boom. I'm gonna pop the ability. That should be decent, and then go gobs. Yeah, we're fine. We are big chillin'. This is a massive counter push. Holy cow! Look at the. How did the Guardian end up? It got spawned. It got pushed maybe by the recruits. I don't know how it made it all the way in the front. That was kind of funny. But yeah, either way, that's now gonna be 13-0. We're just 2 off of our goal. Even if I lose a game at this point, I wouldn't even be that mad, but I would really like to go undefeated just to kind of end on a really good note and obviously go into the rest of the tournament fairly confident, knowing that my first kind of like run through of this, I did fairly well. And yeah, I'm kind of having fun with this. I probably will, very good chance I will stream this tomorrow on YouTube. So if you want more of that gameplay, definitely make sure to stop by. So this guy does have the Skelly Drags and the Archers. It could very well be a Balloon deck. Would not be surprised at all. We see the Barbarians, so... I mean, yeah, there's probably a really good chance it's the Balloon. Could also be a couple different things. I'm going to cycle my Little Prince. I feel like it's a fairly safe thing to cycle now. Oh, okay, he's got the Pump. I really hate the Pump. It's so annoying. I feel like pretty much everyone hates playing against the Elixir Collector. Like, really, unless you're using Earthquake, I feel like it's not a card you really have fun playing against. At least the Fireball and Poison are better against it, though, than the Lightning. Because the Lightning, it's easier for them to outcycle the Lightning, and you're more likely going to be able to afford a Fireball and a Poison, even though it is a negative trade. If that at all makes sense, like... Because, yeah. So... Alright, I'm just going to go recruits. I don't think he's going to pump up now. Oh, wow, he actually does. I'm not sure if that's a mistake. I feel like it really depends on what happens here, because... I don't know. Like, let me just... Ooh, wow, that is very good. I don't know how he's going to defend this, honestly. Yeah, I think we won. Yeah, that was... him giving me that Fireball value was kind of... really screwed him over there. No way that's going to be a 3 crown, right? Like, no shot. I know the Evo Archers are broken, but they're not going to, like, 3... Yeah, and especially because he played the Barbs. I think even if he didn't play them, though, he would have been... He would have been okay. Barely. Maybe barely, but there's no way he would have been 3 crown. Yeah, I think we won, especially in this position. Like, the Fisherman is just so good against the Golem, and I think, yeah, so he does have an E-Drag, but I don't know if it even really matters that much at this point. I'm just going to Fireball the Skelly Drags. I don't even know if we really need it against the Golem, or excuse me, the Barbarians anyway. And with only 15 seconds to go, this is looking more and more kind of like a wrap at this point. So that is gonna be GG. Good stuff. One win away from going undefeated and reaching our goal here. Here we go. Let's close it out. Let's close it out. Won't be able to claim the rewards, though. Just wanted to say that as a quick disclaimer, because you can only claim them when you lose out. And obviously, we're not close to losing out yet. But just to kind of like walk you guys through getting the rewards. And in my opinion, they are worth buying. If you do have the 500 gems, I would highly recommend buying them. I think it's worth it. It's probably the next best thing to buy after the pass, I would say. It gives you pretty solid rewards. Okay, so this is a little annoying. Okay, I'm actually glad he fireballed that, because if he didn't fireball that, that would have been really annoying, actually. So, I'm really glad he did fireball that. We're going to rage that up. The reason why it would have been annoying is because I would have had to commit way more to defend that than just the Little Prince that was down, because he had the bowler in front, and he would have potentially had the opportunity to have a massive elixir advantage. So him going for that fireball was, in my opinion, actually a pretty big mistake. We're going to go Gob Giant here because okay, well, that was probably not the best play because he ended up going for the bowler. It's alright, I didn't know he was going to do that. As long as he can't afford yeah, I think we're probably okay here. I'm just going to fireball this. Actually, I don't know if we're fine. This is... Oh, wait, watch this.
You asked for it.
Good tip when there's a fisherman right next to the tower, if you guys didn't know. Just make sure you wait long enough to play the ability, because sometimes what happens is actually, is if you play the ability too early, it'll use its ability when it's back there and not yet at the tower, which would be really bad. So just make sure that you are waiting long enough, be patient, but obviously don't wait too long, as, till it actually dies, and then you can't even use the ability. So we do get that rage down very quick, so that way we don't have to worry about majority of the bats healing up except just one. Somehow that bowler is reaching the tower. The bowler is incredibly broken sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. So that Evo Archer does lock on the tower, and this is looking more and more like probably game. Even if he does take my tower here, he's gonna have to fireball to take it. And because of that pushback, I don't even know if that... I was fine with him taking the tower. I didn't want to commit anything else and take a risk, like, over-defending, because his tower's so low. But either way, we got it. That is going to be 15-0. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you stuck around till the end, make sure to use code BOSS to support me. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. 15-0. Best deck, in my opinion, for it. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.